Hello friends, let's do testing, but before the testing we need to do a little bit more shaking. That will be, first of all, I'll delete all users from the table. I checked all the history and we can do it again right now. Let's do it right now again, so it's all clean. We first look through this query. There is nothing here in users table. And there is nothing here in history table. So then I reset increment for users table. There is a table here, users out increment equals 1. We don't start from 0. And here is, where is it? Out increment here. This row tells us that it's all good, all reset. Increment starts from 1, and we can proceed. Now the plan is to create a root user, and the root user will be created with the help of JavaScript, Node.js, because we need to use bcrypt for encrypting the password. So we can just simply do it in a query in the data table. So I'll see you in a second. So that's our method, which calls create root user. It's pretty much similar to other methods. It also has connection from database, and all of these begin, commit, rollback, and release connection parts. Try catch also has. The only difference here is I'm going to check for users which rows are user root, and if there is some users with this row already, it should be only 1. But if there is more than 0, then we're going to throw new error and consequently quit to catch section to the catch block. So that's the function. It's using normal query and query for history repository. So now let me write down the function which is will be used for testing it only once for the creating, and then it should be failing. I will be writing it down here. Don't worry about this errors because I changed the number of arguments, but I didn't change yet. I didn't touch users test yet. So see you in a second. Okay, so I wrote the first test, and as you can see, I already tried it. It worked, except the second attempt shouldn't fail, but it was failing because it was failing. How can I explain it? It was failing because it was error because I can create second root user. If you remember, repository, I'm creating root user, but I'm checking it. If existing user length, like I'm finding user by its role, which is role here is, this is role, is root. So if role is root, we finding out users, and if existence users length is greater than 0, we throw a new error. So on the second attempt, like on the first attempt, it goes good, but on the second attempt to create another user, root user, it fails. But it's not it fails not because it's it fails the test, it fails the creation of the user because it's not possible to create another root user. Here, like, I didn't get it yet. Why I said exactly like why that I expect error to be defined, so test shouldn't be failing, but the test failing by itself. So I commented it out, decided to run clean test for the creation of the root user, first user. If you can see, it's empty table right now. Well, if if we select from users all here, we do it again, and that's empty here. And so let's run it. It should be need to here. So root user at mail.com. And here password. By the way, I created new user helpers methods or functions, which is validate user password. It must not be less than 8 characters and must not exceed than 255 characters, and also validate user mail if it must not be greater than 255, and it must include at sign. If they don't do something, that they throw error. If they do good, they return true, so return boolean. And we use them here in the create root user. And here, where? Create root user. What? Wait a second. I set it up here. Yeah, I set it up here. I set it up here on create user, but I also need to set it up down there to validate here too. Email, password. So we validate them here too. And here I use only email. I don't use object here. And I don't use object here. I use email parameter. and I use password parameter. So I should validate them too. And if they throw errors, that goes bubbles up into here, into the error. Okay, so we go to repository. No, we don't go to repository. We're going to user test. We all set, except we need to create some kind of QWERTY 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10 characters password. Sorry, I think I'm getting tired. So here like this, all we set, I believe. So what do we expect? What do we expect? I also need to get simple count on history, because we're creating also history. Wait a second, I'll create it. So here we go. I created, copy paste the get simple count from the users. I changed the query here to which table we're going to address this query, and so it should return number. And so we can say right now, we copy this, we copy here, and not use repository. Use repository. We need to bring here history repository, import import changes history, and then history repository here, and then history repository. And so then we can use here history count, and it's from history repository. Yes, we need to initialize this one. We just want to do it at the top so we don't get messed up. History count to be 1. Yes. So what do we expect? We expect create user with this email and this password. Well, it will be what's the name for it? What's the name for it? Encrypted. It will be encrypted. We're going to be checking on counter. It should be greater than 0. We're going to count how many rows we have for user count, and we expect to be 1. And same story for the history count of rows, expect to be 1. So that all should be true. Let's check what we have in the history right now. Checking history, it's nothing here, so it's all good. We commented it out, and so let's start it. Uh-oh. That, and hopefully it will work out, because right now I added extra to it, so probably I will get some surprises. Maybe not, I hope not. Okay, we passed all exams. So we should create user, should retrieve user ID, should retrieve da 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 da. So we passed one test, test one. Don't that count as a test? I guess. Okay, so in reality I had here three. Yes, I have three tests here, except root user ID to be greater than 0. And it's passed. Where is that? User ID should recreate the user, should retrieve a user, should retrieve all users. Okay, so anyway, the test is passed, so it's all good. Except user count to be 1 and expect history counts to be 1. And so let's check it. We have what we have in the users. Here we have ID4 for root user, role root, status active, root user Gmail. That's a hashed password here. We have created it and updated it, because on creation we create and update at the same time. So in the history, if we look it up in the history, let's select all from the history. I was thinking, okay, sorry for thinking too much. From changed history, we tried to find it out. So what do we have in history? So change ID 3, user ID 4. Yes, that's right, that was user ID 4. Change by user ID 4 is the same time, because on the first creation we set it up. Where is that? User repository, create user, we set up here connection, insert ID, insert result, email row. Where is that? Row status email, change operation, insert result, insert result, insert ID, insert ID. Yeah, that's the ones. That's ID for the user who is being created, and that is the ID for users who is creating. So it's the same ID for the first user. If we look it up in the history repository, it's signature of this method. There is a connection which we pass through, and there is a user ID who has been created, changed, and there is a changed by. So that's a second and third parameter. And again, if we look at the repository, that's a connection. That's the first parameter and the second parameter. In reality, we normally what we want to do when when our parameters exceed of four parameters. Right now I have three parameters. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parameters, including this is object, it's fifth parameter. We want to make object here like parameters, const parameters, params, something like that, equals, and here like connection, and here go, and then we pass this parameter into the method. But right now I'm not going to do this because I have no idea because why, but I don't want to do this right now. I will think about it. Maybe I will do it because when the complication here is this approach, like I did right now, when the new person comes to the programming, to the code base, they will be confused. They will be like, what is that connection about? What is that insert ID? What is that insert ID? What is that change operation? But if it's collected in the object and commented out, that's much easier to comprehend the code. So that's what we normally do. Okay, so, and I might be behind the scene, I'll do it. I just don't want to take time from you doing this. I want to take time from you for explanation of my thinking, but I don't want to take time for you so you looking up how I'm doing it. But this behind the scene I will do. Okay, so that's pretty much for now. I'll see you in a second. So let's try to do second test. So I'm skipping the first test. I created the second test. I'm not skipping it. Second root user. Let's do this. Say second root user. Security. Same password. We got error. I don't care what kind of type of error right now. It's just only once try test it. So I just need to get a message from it. I expect to contain this message, which is comes from, where is it? Which comes from right here. I might not be successful at this test, but we will see. If I'm not successful, I need to think about it because that would be strange, really. Because I expect failing. I expect failing here. And I expect to get this message. So error expected. So let's see this. No, okay, it says to me that I fail message. Like expected, error user with the role root already exists. It's a small letter. Creating root user error received. So I received different message. So I failed this test because I received this message instead of that message. Error creating root user error. Let's see. User repository. Error containing. Where do I received? Yes, error creating root user. It's error included. So we have two messages here: error creating user here, and user, and where is that? Where is that? User with the role so already exists. Okay. So I just didn't count that part of the message properly. I need to bring it into the message so we don't fail anymore. So where is it? Where is this? We're going to do what? We're going to expected message here and user with the role root, so with a small letter, not capital one, and that should be not failed. That should pass. Let's see that. No, again failed. What's now? Error creating root user. Ah, oh my goodness. Okay. Uh, we just missing the parts of the message. That's what it is. Like that. And now, why is that error? Because, yeah, I'm not thinking straight right now. Because here we have, it will be error column failed to create, and that will be error creating root user and error. Okay, so but right now it shouldn't fail, I guess. Well, this one is tricky. I could just not count it out. I could just comment it out. So let's see if we fail right now. Okay, we didn't fail right now. And if we comment it out, we expect error to be instance of error, so we should get message like a pass test. Again, yep, pass test. 8 skipped, it's on the top here. We're skipping many of them. Okay, so, but we didn't fail. Okay, so I will finish testing here for today, for tonight. And we'll start again tomorrow. We didn't check, so we created user, but we didn't check the history. Oh, we did check history. We did check user and we did check history. Yep. So it's all good. Subscribe, comment, like, dislike, advice. Some maybe you want some explanation from me. Maybe you want to ask me something about the code, like why and how and because and so on. So just leave a comment. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.